Hello there, Earthlings, and welcome to Alexios of Earth, where we're gonna today fucking rank these guys, Warhammer's legions. I'm gonna be ranking them from S tier, A, B, C, and D, but we're gonna go with good, fine, meh, Y, and no. I'm mostly going based off the players as well as playstyle for each faction. So, it's kinda okay. Let's just start with the Iron Hands. I'm gonna go put them in a fine because personally I love their strategy in game, but the problem I have with them is mainly the fact that these guys are like one nerf and the whole fucking legion is gone. Everyone sells them, but also just they're kind of boring, like really boring without anything behind that. Like they're just grief about their faction leader dying, their Primarch. Past that, not much else. Anyway, these guys, I think that's the World Eaters. The story behind their Primarch, I like. I put them in the good category because, well, honestly, they're just a fun faction to play with on tabletop. They recently got on added there within the last few years, and they have their own fucking, they got the Primarch model and all that. Good books. Ultramarines, I'm gonna put in the meh category because my father may be a giant Ultramarines fanboy, but I find them boring because they're the jack of all trades and they're the good. They're the de facto Space Marine. When you think Space Marine, you think Ultramarines, that or the Blood Ravens, but that's a whole different story because they'll take anything not nailed down. Anyway, Death Guard. Why? Because in recent times they're just not really that. Not really. It's not that they're not good. They're just annoying. Personally, some of their players I've met are a bit assholes, but that's just a personal grievance I have, and they're just the strategy's not for me, so I put them in the Y category. Um, I think that's a Thousand Suns. They're in the meta category. Playing them on the tabletop, they don't have much units, so they rely heavily on the support demons. And Magnus is not the greatest of the Chaos Primarchs. Black Legion, they're like the high meh because they're the Ultramarines for the Chaos factions. Is that the word bearers? I think it's the word bearers. I'm gonna guess that's the word bearers. Either way, no, I fucking hate Logar. He's just a prick. As well as some of the characters are just blatantly annoying, and I really just dislike. Well, some of the books as well is kind of poorly written for. I don't know. It's whatever. It's whatever. It's the salamanders. They're fine. I like Vulcan. I'm gonna put the higher than the Iron Hands because Iron Hands are boring, but I like the strats. Salamanders, I don't like their strats because they're all mainly close quarters, and I mostly am long range guys. I say that even the World Leaders are my top boys, but that's because Chaos is a different story than my Loyalist playlist. So yeah, the Salamanders, Vulcan's brilliant. The books were interesting to say the least. And now okay, yeah. Then we're gonna move on to the Raven God. I like them because of their leader and their strategy and their helmets, their bird faces. I like them. Lionel Johnson. I'm gonna put him in the high fine, because I like them because a newly added Primarch as well as cool ass Captain Genocide. That's what Lionel Johnson is. I'm not even gonna talk about the Alpha Legion. Uh, my cat just interrupted me. Hi, Boots. Okay, so little Emperor's Children, I'm gonna put in a low Y because they got added recently and had their own units, updates, and all that. Shut up, Boots. What the hell? Cat, I'm recording. Okay. Uh, anyway, my apologies. Emperor's Children add new units, interesting, and I don't have much of an opinion on them. Their players are rather depraved assholes, or the funniest and most kindest people you ever meet. There's no in between. Iron Warriors, they're one of my personal favorites, and I'll put Imperial Fists right next to them. All right, so those two are pretty much the same, but on different coins. Same coin on different sides. That's what I mean. Anyway, because they do the same thing, but I like Perturabo's story, Iron, the Iron Warriors leader. So I put him on top. I always had a theory that it'll be the Imperial Fists Primarch coming back, but nah. All right. Um, White Scars, putting them in the medium fine because they're underrated faction. They're not talked too much about in the lore, but they still kick ass. Space Wolves, I don't like them. They get too much bullshit, and I just don't like their playstyle as well as they're just not fun personally to play as. That's also because it's just biased. Night Lords, I'm putting in the good tier, good, because of their story, and they have a lot of books. Though they have a lot of books. If you're a fan of the books, honestly, I recommend the Perturabo book. But yeah, Night Lords, but also it's not for the faint of heart. I will say that. Uh, Blood Angels, I'm gonna put it rounded up to there we go, the best of the good tier because recently I've been trying to going to start a new Space Marines army. And it's going to be Blood Angels because not just because of the story, but space vampire, Space Marine stuff. It's fucking cool, I will say. And yeah, that's my list of the Space Marines legions during the Horus Heresy or whatever. So yes, I hope you enjoy that. Have a good day on Earth, fellow Earthlings. Bye.